Supposedly, wood glue is actually stronger than the wood itself. Hi everyone, it's Sam Zitten here with your week's moment of inspiration on our Torah portion this week, Parshat Yitro, or Yisro, depending on how you say it. This is the Torah portion of the Ten Commandments. We receive the Torah from God, and there's an incredible insight here and something really fascinating. For those of you that have ever sung the song Dayenu on Passover, one of the lines in there says that if God had brought us out of Egypt and brought us to Mount Sinai, but hadn't given us the Torah, it would have been enough. It's a very puzzling statement. How could it possibly be enough? Rashi explains that the reason it would have been enough is because the people, the entire Jewish people, at the moment of the giving of the Torah, were described as ke'ish echad belev echad, like one person with one heart. One person because their actions and directives were coordinated, one heart in that their desires were completely in line. Everyone was functioning and acting like one person. In woodworking, when you want to glue two different kinds of wood together or two pieces of wood together, you take some glue and you glue those pieces. And you can make something like this cutting board right here where you have lots of different kinds of wood. We have to realize that the Jewish people in that moment weren't a uniform people. There were old people, young people, men, women, people with all sorts of different opinions and thoughts. But in that moment, in that one moment of perfect unity, all of those different people came together and formed something that was a greater whole. We learn later, and there's a beautiful insight, that those people didn't lose their identity in doing so. Each of the 12 tribes of Israel continued to be represented. Each of them had their own unique contribution and directive for what their part of the plan was. Despite the fact that they all came together to form one concrete and undividable whole, their unique and individual characters were still apparent. Right now in America, that unity and that goal of unity is of utmost importance. We have the opportunity to come together and not lose our individual characters, but work together to form something whole and unbreakable, greater than ourselves. We have to realize that in unity, when we come together and act like one person with one purpose and one desire, what we can achieve is incredible. Rashi explains it would have been enough for us to come to Mount Sinai and not receive the Torah, because that moment of absolute perfect unity for the Jewish people would become the paradigm for what we should be striving for in the future. It's my goal to join in that unity with all of you, and I look forward to doing so in the near future. Thank you all so much for listening. This has been Sam Zitten with your moment of inspiration from JSU. Have a great Shabbos, everyone. Take care.